So yesterday on my Instagram story, I made a poll saying what should my next YouTube video be, and more than 50% of you guys said controversial opinions, so that's exactly what we're doing today. Today we are looking at my most controversial opinions on popular roller coasters. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. But if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. We're on the road to 100 subscribers this year, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you do subscribe. Anyways, let's get into the video. Okay, I know this is very controversial, but just hear me out. A lot of people call this ride Millennium Forceless, or Millennium Force is very overrated, but I had the total opposite opinion. I really liked all my rides on Millennium Force, and I also really liked Sky Rush. So why do I prefer Millennium Force to Sky Rush? Well, they both basically have the same layout, so those really cancel out each other. They're both not really the best, but they're still very fun. I just had a few problems with Sky Rush that made me put Millennium Force over it. First of all, Sky Rush has a noticeable rattle that very ruins the ride on the edge seats. Also, on Sky Rush, that thing's lap bars are just god-awful. Like, they're the worst restraints ever, besides the B&M vest restraints. But on Millennium Force, it tracks very smoothly, and the Intamin T-bars give lots of airtime. So overall, I really just have a better experience with Millennium Force than with Sky Rush. I currently rank Millennium Force at number 8 and Sky Rush at 14. So yeah, I prefer Millennium Force to Sky Rush. Whoa, Orion's not top 3 at Kings Island? Yes, I said it. Let me explain. One thing I really hate about this ride is its layout. It's not good at all. Like, you guys see Millennium Force's layout's bad? Just look at this. It's really bad compared to other Giga coasters like Fury 325 and Intimidator 305. Second, this ride has a pretty bad rattle for a brand new B&M coaster. And also, there's just way better coasters in the park, like Diamondback, a fantastic B&M Hyper, is currently my favorite B&M Hyper. Beast, a fantastic old wing coaster that goes out in the forest and lasts forever. And also, my favorite coaster at Kings Island, Mystic Timbers, a really good GCI Woody that is packed with ejector airtime, and I just can't get enough of that ride. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate Orion. I mean, it is in my top 25, but it's barely in my top 25, and I have a lot more coasters over it. But again, a lot of people say this is top 3 at Kings Island. I really don't see it. I mean, it's probably recency biased because it is a brand new coaster, and literally everybody has recency bias. But yeah, that's really my take on Orion. It's still really good. It's not just world class like a lot of people say, and is easily the worst Giga coaster I've ever ridden out of Intimidator 305, Millennium Force, and this. This was my first B&M Giga too. Yeah, I was very disappointed. I'm gonna be riding Fury 325 later this year, so hopefully that's way better. So anyways, yeah, Orion is not top 3 at Kings Island, or either it's elite. Most people would say Flight of Fear is a pretty decent launch coaster, but I had the total opposite opinion. I actually really hated Flight of Fear. You're probably wondering why. It's a pretty decent launch coaster, right? You are so wrong. There's so many things wrong with this coaster, starting with its roughness. I was not expecting this roughness after riding all the other Premier Spaghetti Bowls, so feeling that roughness was just so odd to me. Second, that mid-course brake run is the worst buzzkill ever besides the brake run on Goliath at Magic Mountain. It absolutely kills the ride. And last, this ride is just so out of place at Kings Island and is a terrible coaster in a park full of amazing coasters. I cannot stand this ride. I waited almost an hour for it, and I will never get that hour back in my life. I hate Flight of Fear with a passion, and I can't believe it, this thing is still in operation at Kings Island. Anyways, yeah, it is the worst launch coaster I've ever ridden. Okay, this might as well just be a controversial opinions in Ohio, but whatever. This ride just sucks ass. I don't understand why you guys think this is a top tier B&M invert. It is so bad. Out of all 39 B&M coasters I've ridden, this is easily the worst. And yes, I have ridden Goliath at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, Firebird at Six Flags America, and a lot of Batman clones, and I still take those over Banshee any day of the week. There's a few things wrong with this ride. Starting, it has vest restraints. Those things just tighten so much and I hate them. Just keep the old over-the-shoulder restraints. And the thing I really hate about this ride is its roughness. I don't understand why this ride has to be so rough. It's basically a brand new coaster, could have opened in the same decade that we are in right now. Technically. Like, it's not even 10 years old and it's so rough. I don't understand why. Like, it's a brand new coaster. It shouldn't be this rough. But anyways, I just can't understand why people love this ride so much. If I remade my most overrated coasters list, this is easily top 3. I just hate this ride with a passion, and it's easily bottom 3 at Kings Island, and easily the worst inverted coaster at Kings Island, besides Flying Ace, because Flying Ace is bad, but again, that's a family coaster. Banshee is supposed to be an amazing inverted coaster. If it wasn't rough and had the regular B&M over-the-shoulder restraints, it'd probably be my favorite invert. Be up there with Raptor, Montu. But no, this ride is just seriously bad, and this ride definitely needs some help. So the last one I'm going to talk about is why Apollo's Chariot is pretty bad. And, most people would agree, yes, this is the worst B&M hyper. But then, all of a sudden, recently, I've been seeing people say this is the best B&M hyper. Well, not the best, but like top 5. How can you rank Apollo's Chariot top 5 of the B&M hypers? Sure, the layout's kind of good, but this ride has barely any airtime. In each row, I rode the front, back row many times, and this ride delivered nothing. And also, this ride's very rough for a B&M hyper. Like, I know it was the first, and I get that, but there's no way people are ranking this top 5. I feel like it's recency biased or something with Busch Gardens Williamsburg recently. But yeah, this ride is definitely not a top tier B&M hyper. It is easily in the bottom tier, and it is the worst hyper I've ever ridden out of, I think, over 20 at this point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Congratulations to me, because I uploaded in the span of 2 weeks, I think. Let's go. And I had a trip in there, so I couldn't really upload. So really, this is my first time I'm actually able to upload. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like it down below. And comment what was the most controversial pick in this video. Anyways, make sure you don't staple yourself, because if you do, you will get no airtime. I will see you guys later. Bye.